Now next, select a figure from the option which will continue the same series. So if we are going with the series carefully, and if we are going to look the pattern, how the pattern is going on, what is the pattern which is going to be followed. So we can say that in each step, the center part is rotating. Okay, the figure is rotating 90 degree, and that is rotating in a clockwise direction only. Okay. And if we are going to like see this figure and this figure, so we can see that every time they are adding one line. In the first figure, there is no line. In the second figure, one line is added. In the third figure, two lines are added like this. Okay. So also, if we are going to check the corner elements, they are also rotating with that. Okay, they are also moving one step they are moving in an anti-clockwise direction. So according to the entire rule, like however they are passing, so we can say option C will be the correct option for this. Okay, because this figure is moving in a 90 degree like this, and every time they are moving like first line, then they put second line, then they put third line, then fourth line, then five line needs to be there. And after this, it needs to be rotate like this. So it should be like this only, like blank triangle should be here, colored triangle should be here. Okay. And these are moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So if this is here, so it needs to be here, and then it needs to be here. So that is the option C. Now the next question. Next question is saying that which of the following number represent the players who are good at both batting and the bowling, but are not good at the fielding. So we can say that square is representing batting, triangle is representing bowling, and circle is representing fielding. And the question is asking they are good, they needs to be good in the batting and bowling, but they are not supposed to be good in fielding. So batting is what, the square one, and the bowling is what, the triangle one. So we need to take the number which is common in a square and triangle, but should not lie in a circle. So the number 17 we can clearly see which is common in square and triangle, and it is not there in circle. So that is the option C will be the correct answer. Now next question. If we are going with the next question is saying a square transparent sheet with a pattern and a dotted line on its given. Select a figure from the option as to how pattern would appear when the transparent sheet is folded. So when we are going to fold it like this, okay, we need to fold this sheet. So if we are going to fold this sheet like this, so this part will come here like this. Okay, and this part will also come over here like this. And this part will come over here and it will looks like this. So if we are going with the entire series, if we are going to check the entire one, so we can say which option clearly matches with this, option B. Now next, question number 16. So it is saying that we do have one triangle which is ABC, and AD is the bisector of BAC, which means this angle and this angle both needs to be equal. Okay, and we need to figure out the measure of angle ACD. So let's go with the triangle. If we are going with the triangle, we can see this is 90 degree, this is 30 degree. We can easily figure out the value of this. How? So 90 degree plus 30 degree, okay, plus angle BAD should equals to 180 degree, correct? So angle BAD will equals to what? 180 minus 120. So we will be getting angle, the value of angle BAD as 60 degree. So we are getting this angle as 60 degree. And if this angle is 60 degree, then this angle also needs to be 60 degree, because AD is a bisector of BAC, which means BAC will be divided into equal parts. And since these both two parts are equal, so if this is 60 degree, so this needs to be 60 degree. Correct. Now, if this angle is 90 degree, then this angle also needs to be 90 degree only. Correct. And if this is 90 and this is 60, so we can easily figure out the value of this. Correct. Again, 90 plus 60 plus angle ACD. That gives us what? 180 degree. And 90, 60 we will be adding, we will be getting 150. So angle ACD equals to 180 minus 150. So angle ACD we will be getting 30 degree. So here we are getting 30 degree. So option D will be the correct answer. Next. Okay, so here in the question, what is given to us? The base radii of the two cones are given to us. Suppose the two cones are here like this. Okay, and base radii of both the cones are same, which means this radius and this radius are same, but height are different. So this we can take h1, this we can take h2. Okay, and their volumes are given to us. So the volume of the first, if we are going to take the volume of first cone, which is given to us 4 pi meter cube. And we know the formula for the volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h1, which is equals to 4 pi. So if we are going to solve it, so the value of h1 we will be getting pi got cancel out. Okay, so the value of h1 we will be getting 4 by r square, and we need to multiply 4 also by 3. Correct? So when we are going to multiply 4 by 3, we will be getting 12. So 12 by I r square. Okay, we are getting the value of h1. Now we are going with the volume of the second cone. That is what? 9 pi meter cube. So 1 by 3 pi r square h2 is given to us 9 pi. 9 pi we can cancel out the value of h2. We will be getting 9 3s are 27, 27 by r square. Correct? Now, according to the question, if we are going, so question is asking about the ratio of their heights. Ratio of their heights will be what? H1 ratio H2. So we need to figure out 12 by r square ratio 27 by r square we can cancel out. So 12 ratio 27. We will be getting 3 4s are 12, 3 9s are 27, 4 ratio 9 we are getting. So option C. Got it? Now we need to go with question number 18. So if A is equals to 1 by 4, B is equals to minus 2 by 3, C is equals to 1 by 2. We need to figure out the additive inverse of A minus B plus C. Okay, so what is A? A is 1 by 4 minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay, now we need to solve the entire thing further. So if we are going to solve it, we will be getting 1 by 4 minus, if we are going to take LCM, we will be getting 6 only. Here we are getting minus 4 plus 3. So we will be getting 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6. Okay, so we will be getting 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. Now the LCM of 4 and 6, we will be getting 12 only. So 12. Here we are going to get 3. Here we are going to get 2. So we are getting 5 by 12, which is option number A. Now the next question. Next question is saying that if APB and CQD are two parallel lines, then the bisector of the angle APQ, BPQ, CQP and PQD will be what? Okay. So either it could be kite or rhombus or rectangle or trapezium. So according to the question, what is given to us that APB. Suppose this is a line which is APB and another line is there which is what? CQD. So this is A, P and B. Okay, the next line what we have is C, Q and D. They are parallel to each other. Okay, then the bisector of angle APQ. Suppose let's make it join this P and Q together like this. The bisector of APQ will be this line. And the bisector of BPQ will be this. The bisector of angle CQP, it will be going like this. And bisector of this will go like this. Okay, so let's mark the points over here. Let's see that these points are meeting at point M and these are meeting at N. Okay. Now, if we are going with the entire thing and that is given to us that APB is parallel to CQD. Okay, we can say that APB or we can take it as AB as well, no worries. So APB is parallel to CQD. So that means angle APQ. Angle APQ should equals to angle DQP. Correct? These two angles needs to be equal only. Angle APQ will be equals to angle PQD or DQP, however we want to write them, because these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel and if we are going to make half of them, so half of angle APQ and half of angle DQP, that also needs to be equal. Correct? And half of angle APQ is what? Half of angle APQ, we will be getting it as MPQ. So according to this, MPQ will also be equals to NQP. NQP, this part. Okay, so this angle should also equals to this angle. Correct. And if this angle is equals to this angle, which means these two lines are parallel. Okay, which means line PM will be parallel to QN. Correct. Line PM should be parallel to QN. Correct. Understood. So this needs to be happen only. Okay. Now if we are same thing if we are going to do with the another set. So we will be getting angle NPQ. We will be getting angle NPQ will be equals to angle MQP. Correct. And on the basis of that, we can say that PN will be parallel to MQ. Okay, PM is parallel to QN and PN will be parallel to MQ. Okay, so all these sides are parallel. And since all these sides are parallel, opposite sides are parallel, so on the basis of that, what we can say that PMQN we are getting as a parallelogram. Correct. And since we are getting it as a parallelogram, but parallelogram is not in there in the option. So what else we can do? So we can see that if we are going to add angle CQP, this angle. So angle CQP plus angle DQP, this angle. Since they are on the straight line. Correct. They are on the straight line. They are making the linear pair. Okay. So that's why their sum needs to be equals to 180 degree. Okay. So this CQP we need to write, we can write it as twice of angle MQP. And similarly, this we can write twice of angle NQP, which is equals to 180 degree. From this, we can take 2 as a common. We will be getting angle MQP plus angle NQP, which is equals to 180 degree. So when we are going to take this 2 over here, we will be getting the sum of angle MPQP plus angle NQP is equals to 90 degree. And since this we are getting 90 degree, that MQP, this angle, the sum of this angle and NQP, this angle, we are getting as 90 degree. If this is going to be the 90 degree, so opposite angle needs to be equal in parallelogram, correct? So this also be 90 degree. And the sum of the adjacent angle is what? 180 degree. If this is 90 degree, so this needs to be 90. And if this is 90, so this needs to be 90. So what we are getting, all the angles we are getting 90 degrees. So on the basis of that, we can see that this will be a rectangle. Okay. Now let's go with the next question. So the next question is saying, the product of the two numbers is 18225. If one of the number is 9 times the other number. So let's take the one number be x. So other number will be 9x because it is 9 times of that. Okay, and the product of these two numbers, which is x times 9x, we are getting 18225. So we are getting 9x square is equals to 18225. So to figure out the value of x square, we need to divide 18225 by 9. And when we are going to divide 18225 by 9, so we will be getting 2025. Okay, and the value of x square, we are getting 2025. So the value of x will be the root of 2025. So we are getting the value of x as 2025 will be the root of 45. So that is why the value of x is option A, 45. Now next, the equation of the line whose graph is given to us. Okay, we need to figure out the graph is given to us. On the basis of that, we need to figure out the equation of the line. If we are going with the points, what the points given to us is 0, 0. -1 and -3 is also given to us, and 2 and 6 are given to us, correct? So if we are going to look them carefully, so what we can say, x is 1, so y is 3, x is 2, so y is 6, which means every time y is going 3 times of x, correct? So that is given to us in option D, so that is why this is the correct answer. Next, now in the given figure, AD and PE both are the medians of the triangle. So we need to figure out the value of PR, which is this. Okay, so if we are going with these two triangles, like ABD and QPQE, we can say that AB is equals to PQ. Correct. BD is given to us, which is equals to QE, and the length is also given to us, which is 3.5. And here it is given to us, which is 3. And AD is equals to what? PE. Okay. And since AD and PE are the medians of the triangle, so what we can say that, say if AD is the median, so this needs to be the midpoint. If this is 3.5, so this also needs to be 3.5. Correct? So the length of entire VC will be what? 3.5 plus 3.5, which is 7. Correct? So if the length of the entire VC is 7, so the length of entire QR will also be 7. Because these two sides are equal only. Now, if this is 3.5, this needs to be 3.5. So we are getting QR as also 7. Correct? So the value of this BC also we are getting 7, and the value of that also we are getting 7. And if we are going with these two triangles, okay, the triangle ABD and the another triangle, which is what we can say, the PQE. So we can say that AB is given to us equals to PQ, AD given to us equals to PE, and BD given to us equals to QE. Correct. BD is given to us, which is equals to QE. So on the basis of SSS congruency, we can say that triangle ABD, okay, we can say triangle ABD will be congruent to triangle PQE. And by CPCT, we can figure out angle B will equals to angle Q. This we can figure out by the help of CPCT. Okay. And after that, since AD is a median, we have already figured out the values. And if ABC and PQR, if we are going in the triangle ABC and PQR. Okay, these two the bigger triangles if we are going to take. And what is given to us? Angle ABC is already given to us equals to angle PQR. Correct. And since these two sides are angles are equal, okay, and on the basis of that, these two sides are also equal, and these two triangles are congruent only. Okay, this side is equals to this side, and this side is equals to this side. Okay, so on the basis of that, what we can say, which side will be equal? The rest of the side AC will equals to PR. And if AC and PR are equal, then if AC is 5 centimeter, then PR will also be 5 centimeters. So that is why answer needs to be option C, 5. Now next. In our next question, in a survey out of 400 women, 250 were found to be working in a government offices and rest in the private sector. If a woman is selected at random, then what will be the probability that she is working in a private sector? Okay, so out of 400 women, 250 were found to be working in a government office and rest in a private sector. So how many are working in a private sector? If we are going to figure out that thing, so we will be getting out of 400, 250 were working in a government. So the rest of 150, they are working in a private sector, correct? Because the difference between 450 and 250, we will be getting 150 only. And the question is asking about the probability of them. So that needs to be what? 150 by 400. And if we are going to solve it, we will be getting 3 by 8. Sorry, it will be 3 by 8. So option B. Next. The graph of the linear equation 4x plus y is equals to 12 is a line which meets the y-axis at a point. Okay, so here we need to figure out the coordinates of the x and y. Okay, basically it is saying that is a line which meets the y-axis at. So if it is asking about the y-axis, then x needs to be 0 only because it is going to meet at the y. When the line is going to meet at y, so that means x is definitely be 0. Then only it can meet at y. Correct. So what we can do, the equation of the line what is given to us, which is 4x plus y is equals to 12. So here we can put the in the place of this x, we can put 0. So if we are taking the value of x as 0, we will be getting the value of y as 12. Okay, so if we are going to take x 0, we are getting y as 12. So option D.